guys, Steve here, and today I'm back in Omsi 2. Today I am in Scunthorpe, and I am driving the Wright Streetlite, as you could probably tell. This is made by Studio Polygon. It is available on the Omsi 2 page on the Steam store. You can see you've got removable headlight covers, which is very nice. You've also got a rear-opening engine bay. Got the engine switched on, so that's why it does seem a bit noisy. And I'm going to be preparing to start a Service 6 to Ashby in a moment. So I've got the engine started. I'm just going to get the ticket machine set up. Yeah, it will whinge at you every now and again. I think it's because I've been sat for so long. Okay. Let's see what that's. That's tank set. Right. Just going to rev the boss off a little bit just to get it. Okay. Just going to set the blind. Get the bus lights on. Hang on. No, hang on. How they at? Okay. 6. And we want to go to Ashby. Blinds working. Cool. Right, there we go. How long have we got? A few minutes, yeah. Go around to stand. Oh, great. It's with the traffic jam. Yeah. That's annoying. Okay. I'm not secured in that. Well, I'm going to do something that's a bit naughty. Turn around in the bus station and go out this way. Typical. Now I've moved, they started crossing the road. I want stand B for the Service 6. Feels weird driving a streetlight in Scunthorpe because they don't have any of these over there. Well, for Stagecoach anyway. I don't know about Hornsby, whether they've got any in real life. I've got no idea. But it's so weird. The weird thing about it, you always deduct £3 off, and the ticket number's always the same. So you want a child day rider, and we'll have 5, 2, 4, 5. Cute. 360, return. Okay. Just have a quick look at the ticket machines. Trip summary. So far on this trip we've made £5.45 and 2 transactions. That's nice. See the passage offer, see how many people we've got at one time, and then I can basically alight several passengers. Add one if they've only got a ticket that doesn't allow them to scan it, so I can always add them on if if I need to, or if it doesn't recognise for some reason. Looking in the bus, you do have lights, which I forgot to turn on. Turn them on now. Windows are open as well. It's quite nice. Bells. And in the distance you've got a passenger information screen, which is quite nice. Tells you destination time and the next stops, and tells you the bus reg, fleet number, and I think that's just a version of the machine that it's using, I don't know. So it's quite a nice interior, and one thing you may notice later on with the trip is that people may drop rubbish on the floor, and all you do is click on it, it just disappears, which is quite good. So we'll get back in the cab. It's quite noisy down the back there. Just going to move time forward a couple of minutes. A minute. Just wait for the AI to load again while we're doing that. It's quite a good bus, this, and in the next video I will be covering Scunthorpe again, and I will be driving the E400 MMC on the next one, which will be going live on Sunday. So if you do want to check that out, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you know when I go live with that next video. Shouldn't be long now before we're ready to go. Shut the doors. There's a few other little features down there that I didn't mention. So you've got a vehicle defect card. You've got the timetable in there, which is quite handy. You've got a school bus sign, which I'm not putting out because it takes a right pain to get it back off again. You've got like a ticket, which is a bit weird, and a smart card, which is quite nice as well. Kind of rev the arse off it every now and again, otherwise it beeps at you, which is annoying. But it is part of the street light, so I would be whinging if wasn't on there. Oh yeah, and I've had a quick drive of this bus off camera, and it's actually quite a good bus. Sounds proper, like a proper street light does. When it goes over a pothole, it sounds quite realistic as well of what it actually sounds like. You know, or a defect in the road or something. Sounds really good. Turn the indicator on too early there. So I'm driving the 10.8 metre variant of the street light. There is several different variants. You've got 11.5, a 10.3, and I think it's a 9.8 as well. So you can see, guys, I don't know if you've just seen that coming in. I'm probably not going to get a good shot of it now. But there is, well, there was a MMC that appeared. And there is also an Enviro 200 in front of me as well, which I will be driving at some point in Scunthorpe as well. Wasn't paying attention then. A white E200. Okay, a bit weird. I think that's just the white one, which I might take out because it looks a bit weird in Scunthorpe, but there's no livery on it. For anyone not familiar with the Scunthorpe map, it has recently just had an update. So it's now basically the 2020 routes, which I think came into operation on the 30th of November last year. So essentially what it does now is it matches the real life routes in Scunthorpe and who actually operates them. So you've got a fair few routes done by Stagecoach Scunthorpe, and you've got a few done by the local operator called Hornsby Travel. So today I'm driving the 6, which goes to Ashby, which is done by both Hornsby and Stagecoach. So, doing a Stagecoach journey today. Not sure if it's classed as a QBP or what, I've got no idea. I'm not particularly familiar with stuff in that part of the world, but I don't know. Somebody might know. If you do know, leave a comment. So you want a return. Okay, for fire. Oh, hang on. You want more than that, don't you? £1 as well. Do it. Yeah, it throws me a bit really, because they just put they ask you for the ticket, but they don't actually speak to you, which is a bit weird. I don't know what that's about. There might be something I can download to add some talking, but it's just a bit weird. So. And for all of you guys who watched my previous Omsi video, there is no rear door on this bus, so I'll not have to worry about not shutting the door. Put it that way. Ah, that was good timing. Red light at a good time. One thing you may notice as well, guys, is on this map, later on in the journey, you will notice that, well, you may have noticed it already, to be fair, there's not as much lag anymore on for this Scunthorpe map, only because I think it's because it's an older map and it's not been developed like Omsi 2 London was, which is an absolutely extraordinary map. It's a lovely map. I paid quite a bit for it. It was £27, but it's not bad. The only thing that lets it down is the lag, but it is one of those. And I don't know if you've noticed, guys, but look at this E200 in front of me. It's basically the one that's in London, but it's got the same interior, but it's got blinds with the destination, which is weird. So I might have a bit of fun driving one of those at some point in the future. You want an adult single, okay. 140 back to you then. Person mustn't want my boss. Ah, somebody wants to get off. Okay. Stop at the next stop then. Must have touched the curb slightly on the other side though. It's the only problem with the AI. They don't give you a lot of space. That's one of the reasons why I've turned collisions off. Because they're very unreliable. Yeah. There's a couple we've got off. Oops. Okay, slip that down to 5. going on up here? I think there's somebody changing lanes. We've got a ALX 400 there as well, which I will also be driving in a future video at some point as well. I've got quite a few videos lined up for this game, guys. Quite a few routes to try out as well.
Still be on time at the moment. It's not flagged up that I'm running early, so. Scunthorpe Day Rider. Dirty back to you. There you go. Somebody got off then, didn't they? I've got more than that. I've got more people on the bus than I realised. Okay, I need to add more people on. Yeah, I've got. The only problem, it's not always reliable. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, one more, okay. It's not always reliable because it's when somebody gets on without boarding on a pass, it doesn't realise somebody's getting on, obviously, so you keep an eye on it every now and again and then update it. So if I need to. Potholes for you to listen to that, guys. Sounds proper realistic on the actual bus going over a pothole or a defect in the road or something. People got off there. Stop Hopkins Avenue. According to this, I'm actually 3 minutes late. Wow. That's 2 stops I've gone past now without picking anyone up or dropping anyone off. I'm back on time now, roughly speaking. So you do get the occasional bit of lag on this map, but it's nowhere near as long or as often as it is on the London map. Only because this map's a lot older. But it's still a nice map, don't get me wrong. And it's nice to see that somebody's come along several years later to redo the map in terms of routes, which is nice to see. Hello passengers, how are we all doing today?
just your driver spying on you. Just making sure that you're all behaving yourselves. So you all seem to be, so... Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot. There's a workable fan as well, which is nice. So I should arrive at the terminus in Ashby at 16:01. So... It's tight. Well, I think you pressed the bell a bit too late if you wanted that stop. ALX 400 or the B7TL, whichever it is. Mind you, essentially it's the same thing, but could be a Volvo B7 or a ALX 400 B7 or a DAF, I'm sure. So there's a couple of variants on this, so it's hard to tell which one's which. Should be everyone off the boss, I think. Quiet bus now, guys. Nobody on the bus. It's not the end of the route yet either. Okay. Never know with the traffic in Omsi which way they're going to go, because they don't indicate until the last minute. Half of the time. Another ALX 400. It was worth downloading it because I can get the AI to use it. So. And they're using the correct variant, stagecoach in Lincolnshire. But we'll get through. Tight that, didn't really want to go until the decker moved. Okay, so we're now at the terminus stop, but I am going to keep going because I am theoretically late. The only thing I do need to change is the blind. Yep, it's got 6 Scunthorpe on the front now. that's where you change the blind. So. Hasn't adjusted the thing yet. Just going to do that now. Do that at this stop here. Oh, you have to return. Ah, it's locked me out the ticket machine. Yes, yes, I know you're about your tickets. Don't worry, I'm doing it now. You get really moody at you if you don't give it you. Particularly on the German map, it's quite funny. Right, let's go to cancel that. Set the timetable. Let's go. Ah, we. No, where is it? Now. Okay. Ticket machine is now working, as it should be. And the timetable is now updated, so. Back to Scunthorpe now. Ah, nice kind green light. So they do have a good turn of speed, these street lights on here. They don't have shift if you need them to. Ah, no, 130, back to you, kind sir. There you go. Looks like I'm running early now. Shouldn't be at this stop till 16:06. Wow. I was running late a few moments ago, now I'm early. It's just oh yeah, they've got the assault alarm as well. So you turn it off. So you've got workable hazard lights as well. I think I've pretty much shown you everything else now. Apart from this, which changes up and down as well. So you've got your pressure bars, you've got your Ashby, your fuel tank. Oh, blue's getting low. And your temperature gauges. And you've got your thing to let you know that your handbrake's on, doors are open, gear you in, revs per minute. So. The only thing that is a shame is the right button isn't on the right logo. Sorry, isn't on the steering wheel. I believe you can get a download for it, so I'm going to have a look at that to see what it looks like. And I'm on my bus, okay. You don't know sometimes when these passengers walk in, they might want it. Particularly if they're stood a little bit far away from the stop and they think they're going to stop before it. So. Time for the granny to get on the bus. Ooh, an adult single for you, certainly. That makes 3, that makes 8, and have a £2. There you go. So you've got old granny there, you've got a woman, and you've got a bloke. I think that is everyone. So somebody sat in front. Well, that's all we got. I'm holding up traffic here as well. Haha. Can't depart now, technically, so. The only problem with this number 6, you find that you struggle for time going out of town, but going back in, you've got loads. It's always the way. And this seems to be a pinch point as well here. When I did the 6 off camera, I was fine. I always got stuck there because of cars. I ended up putting it into the curb then slightly as well. Now, theoretically, people will say, oh, you've got AI collisions turned off, why don't you just drive through? Well, that's not realistic, so, you know. I had to map the curve here. Well, did I? Oh, I don't think I actually did. Oh, I'll let you get on here then. One thing that is a shame is you don't see them put the card on the ticket machine. That's a big shame, that. Because that would be a good little thing to add into the game. Hello. Thank you. Sounds like someone wants to get off. Stop. Marroy Road, I think is that one. That's what that says. This is a little awkward bus stop.
You're only just about passing the cars there. To head back into Ashby now, into the shopping area. One thing that I must admit, you don't feel these bumps much on a bus. I thought it would go up and down over the bumps a bit more severe than what it actually does. Yeah, I'll just steer into a bump now. There you go. Look at this. It's not actually that bad, actually. Let's try it again from inside the cab. Let's just line the wheels up again. Okay, you actually do feel that a bit more then. Because I know once I've drove past over them before, I thought, it was a bit naff. Actually feels quite good driving over the middle of it. This is a weird spot to have a bus stop in real life, between two roundabouts. That's just strange. I get why they have it there, because of Aldi, but that'd be a nightmare for traffic congestion, those roundabouts in real life. I think I just mounted the curb back there as well. Oops. Oh well. Like Hornsby, I've got an E200. On there, number 6. Which is exactly the same route. Nothing different. As I said earlier in the video, I'm not sure if it's a quality bus partnership or not, or whether they accept each other's tickets or what. I've got no idea. Bloody hell, I actually drove through the railing there. Good job I had collisions off. Might have had a few annoyed passengers. But just about on time. I guess you don't want me boss then.
Not long now till I'm back into town. According to this, should be back at the bus station for 16:27. It's now 16:16. Wow, I was expecting his light to be red. So the AI in this is a bit dumb, you know. The way it acts sometimes is beyond belief, literally. Just about on time again now. A very prolonged lag for Scunthorpe. What's coming towards me over there? Not sure what it is from here. I know there's a bus coming towards me. I can see it in the distance, but it's an MMC. I thought he was going to walk out in front of the bus then. Ah, it is, I think. So I have an MMC and an E200. Oh, nice. One thing that there is a lack of in this game is the variety of people. There's not many different types of people. You always see the same people over and over again. I thought you wanted my bus. Obviously not. bricks there. Time here in a moment. £10 so far on this trip. Coming this way. Oh, there's two buses coming this way, in fact. To Ashfield for Hornby, and a 3 to Ashby circular, which is one hell of a long route, and the number 1's quite long and the 1A is quite long as well. So those routes I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with yet when I get round to them. The rest of my passengers are going to be getting off at the bus station then. So I'll stop before the bus station. Interconnect E400 is parked up. On the E200 there in the distance as well. checking there was nobody else on the bus, no? Okay. Before we go, guys, I'm just going to show you some of the destinations on the line. We have not in service. Also got Stagecoach in Lincolnshire. So not in bus service, stagecoachbus.com. We've also got Hornsby, which you'll never see on a Stagecoach bus. But I thought I'd display it anyway. Engineer on test. And we also have the Proud to Serve one as well, which is the new one that they brought out. Proud to Serve Scunthorpe. Okay. Just going to dry that out of the way so I can get the Enviro 200 MMC can come in. Okay guys, well, this is the end of today's video. If you want to see more content on my channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know when I go live with any future video uploads and live streams. If you also enjoyed this video as well, hit that like button. And I'll be back soon with more content, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll be back tomorrow with a Euro Truck Simulator 2 live stream.